Hello friends, this is Andrew or Cold Run, returning with Dragon Age Inquisition. And, oh, sorry if I'm making anyone seasick. I will try not to spin the camera around as much. So, yeah, let's see what's out beyond this gate. And let's see if I can make it more than 7 feet this session. So we got trees. I'm pressing the... which is the... yep, that's the sonar button. So I don't know what it looks like when the sonar button hits. When, like, an item appears that it catches. Will it light up? Will it boop at me? Okay. Whoa! That wasn't death. Well, I guess it was death. So don't touch those rocks. Got it. Got great sword here. So you're holding line against something. Dragons must be attacking. Ooh, what's that? I wish I can go into first person so I could see what that flag shows. There's 3 symbols, but I can't really quite make it out. Alright. That all is probably death. So is there a map? There's a map, I think, right? Options, quest map. Yeah, that is sort of a map. Alright. I really dig my character's gear. This, like, green... what? Dang. Yeah, there we go. That, like, green leather, kind of stitched together in a rough way. Yeah, it looks awesome. Okay, I'm guessing that's death down there. Wow, it's death even to get close to it. Do I suffer any penalties for death? What do you think, Cat? Do I suffer death penalties? Yeah, he thinks so. But I'm not sure what those... neither of us are sure what those penalties are yet. I'm sure this will be available or obvious in time. Whoa! Oh, okay. I thought that something hit me. It was story.
The pulses are coming faster now. The larger the breach grows, the more rifts appear, the more demons we face.
How did I survive the blast?
They said you stepped out of a rift, then fell unconscious.
I wonder if we're
They
part
say a
demon or
woman
something
was in
then.
the rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
That's interesting because...
Everything farther in the valley was laid waste, including the Temple of Sacred Ashes. I suppose you'll see soon enough.
So I'm... a couple things. One is, so the woman who they said was behind us, it's interesting because I was assuming it was the woman who was pulling us out, but it looked to us like she was in front of us, not behind us. All there were the spiderinos behind us, but nothing in front of us. The other is, I know she mentioned the Temple of Sacred Ashes. I think that's different. What was the temple in Dragon Age Origins that was in the snowy waste area where the cult of Andraste, who thought like the dragon was Andraste, that wasn't the Temple of Sacred Ashes. That's something different, right? I think it's something different. Right. Burning stuff. Does the burning hurt me? It does not. Okay. Can I get up? No, I'm alternating this game with Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and 2 things there. One is you can get to this and double jump off walls, and the other is the burning stuff immediately hurts you. And so I'm just trying to orient myself to this other game. Boop, boop, boop. Whoa! Oh god. It scares the crap out of me. I gotta be careful. So, is that demons? Is that... yeah, that looks like demons. That also looks a little bit like a revenant. Okay, this feels like a combat tutorial coming up. Oh yeah! Go for it. Yeah. Press R2 to attack. Okay, I can do that. Do I have to keep pressing R2? Hold R2 to continuously attack. So it slows me down, so I definitely want to at least get into range before I do that. Okay, all seems good. Yeah, go for it, Cassandra.
It's over.
Drop your weapon. Now!
Again, okay, so these are 3 options, and I feel much better about my character because I'm pretty sure which one I'll do. You need to trust me is, like, I don't think she expects anyone to trust her, because she's not, like, the Dalish are not in a place in a relationship with anyone outside of themselves where trust is easily accessible, so I think she would find it an unreasonable ask for someone to trust her like that. I need this weapon. She does need it. Actually, no, it's a tough choice between those two. Alright, I'll disarm is like just kind of going along to get along. I need this weapon. I think my character's going to be like staunch but not provocative. I think I'll go with alright, disarm.
All right. Have it your way.
Wait. I
Like-
cannot protect you. And I cannot expect you to be defenseless.
So like not a pushover, but not wanting
I
to
should
make waves
remember
more than
you
is
agreed to
necessary.
come willingly.
Alright. L1 and select
Take
heart
these
to consume a
potions.
potion.
Maker knows what we will face.
Where are all your
L1 is this. Ooh, a wheel. Cool. Disengage. Like a different wheel. I'm excited by wheels, I guess, in general, but like this is another wheel. This is like the 4th wheel we've had this game. And I like all the wheels. Hold position. Yeah, so L1 is the like combat options thing. Healing potion. So holding L1 doesn't necessarily do anything. I have to do an arrow. Disengage is like run away. Clear commands is, I don't know. I'm sure we'll see as we go. Healing potion.
At the forward camp or
Okay.
fighting. We are on our own for now.
So is there anything here I can get? It does not look like it. Anything beyond the bridge? Can I loot your body? No, I cannot. Okay, let us move on. Up the road again. Okay, so it looks like it highlights it for me at least. Oh, that's cool. Yep, so that's what the sonar does. So if I go away, it stops highlighting it. But if I activate it again, okay, good. Now, let's see what the range is on this thing. Can I use it from here? No. Here? Yes. So the max range is from there to there. That makes sense. So if I'm doing it that much. Loot. Take all. Yeah, take the teleport helmet. Loot that body. Press options and select inventory in the hero menu to examine your loot and equip items. Inventory. Let's do it. Armor. Mercenary coat. So can I examine this? Okay, common heavy armor. So this is heavy armor, increased melee defense. What did I just do? I pressed it again. I don't know what I just did. Why does it say 45 common, 45 armor rating instead of 44 now? Back. Compare. Compare with what? I don't know. I don't get it. Oh, I thought this was equipped. It's not equipped. This is what I'm wearing. This is just something I guess I have in my inventory. is there weight? It doesn't look like weight is a thing, so I don't have to worry about that. Good, I don't like weight. 3% in melee defense. 8 armor rating. Defenses. Okay, so core stats, it looks like health, attack, and armor. So this only affects armor. And defenses are defense against melee weapons, defense against ranged weapons, and defense against magic, I'm guessing. And I equipped it. Nice. Medium armor, light armor, medium armor, heavy armor. Okay. Okay. Weapons. What's my weapon? Ferelden longsword. Ferelda. What's the land? Ferelden. I don't remember what Ferelden. What the place is. Like, I don't know what the. I assume it was Ferelden is like American, but I don't know what blank is to America. Ferelda, maybe. So no description beyond, no like lore or whatever. That's okay. And a wooden round shield. Warrior only. Plus 30% front defense, so it doesn't help me if I'm not, so I really want to be facing the enemies. So I should try not to get surrounded. Anything else I should note here? Valuables, weapon schematic, okay, there's a lot of stuff here. I'll try to see it as it comes up. Because right now it's not really like relevant to me. Can I jump up this wooden bone thing? Nope, I cannot. Can I just attack randomly? Yes, I can. Oh yeah, looks sweet. Abilities consume mana and stamina for powerful combat use. Most abilities require time to pass before reuse. Okay. Payback strike. Lash out at nearby foes more if you were just hurt.
Them, we may gain the advantage.
So I want to flank you. Yeah, I am really happy I didn't choose friendly fire. I would be really frustrated if my random flailings were hurting Cassandra right now. So, can I see my abilities yet? I don't think so. I don't think I have access to my abilities just yet. I think it's probably going to be in character record, maybe. Yeah, I don't really know. Unless it's under, no? L1, oh yeah, that's right. Do I have an abilities list? No, I think it's probably one of those locked things. Okay, so there's a road up here I can take. Ooh, loot. Oh, 52 gold. Okay. Oh, and that's where I just was. So instead, okay, so I jumped down there, right? No, I was just there. Can I get up there? Not in any way that's good. Alright, we are on the road again. Nothing to loot from you. It doesn't seem... Oh, yeah, it's okay with me gunning up here. Is this gonna hurt me? No, it's just cosmetic. That's okay.
Up on the hill. It attacks from a distance.
Oh. Yeah, so let's go get you. Can I dodge that? So what was the blue thing? Was that a shield or something? I don't know. Nice job. Go us. Codex, Wraith. Creatures. Ooh, two creatures. Got a shade. And a wraith. Ooh, that's a cool one. I like that one. It's like a beard or wisp or something. Okay. Shade. It has often been suggested that the only way for a demon to affect the world of the living is by possessing a living or once living body, but this is not always true. Indeed, a shade is one such creature, a demon in its true form that has adapted to affect the world around it. So it's a shade is like the real deal. Why is there... I'm trying to figure out why there's a, in the top right of shade, there's like a black diamond and a lit up diamond. I'm trying to figure out what that means. Does this has that too? I don't know. My hypothesis is this. We already know that many demons become confused when they pass through the veil into our world. We are unable to tell the living from the dead, the very static nature of our universe being confusing to a creature that is accustomed to a physicality defined entirely by emotion and memory. Very static nature of our universe being confusing. Now, I don't remember whether demons dwell in the Fade, but they certainly are related to it, and so, yeah, just as weird as it is to go from, like, the real world to a trippy dream, it's got to be super weird to go from a trippy dream to just static reality. Most demons seek to seize immediately upon anything they perceive as life, jealously attempting to possess it, but what of those that do not? What of those that encounter no life or fail to possess a body? What of those that are more cautious by their nature? So shades are the ones that are just pure demon, that are like pure demons without form. The green thing was a shade. Wraith. Oh no, the green thing was a wisp. Like wisps, yeah. Like wisps, wraiths are sometimes thought to be remains or spirits of demons that have been destroyed. They cannot shape the fate around themselves, nor are they capable of mimicking forms they see in the minds of dreamers, as many weaker spirits do. Instead, they are the scavengers of the Fade, dwelling in the shadows of stronger beings, feeding on scraps of thought and emotion. So wraiths are kind of the wimps. Okay. Oh, whoop, I did a thing. What did I do? It was a bad thing, whatever it was. Okay. So let's jump up here and see what's up here. So there's another road up here. It's down this road. Did they already come this way? I did not come this way. I'm going to assume nothing's up there. I don't want to go up there yet. Loot. Good. There is loot here. It's just some gold, but still. Whap. Take that. Have it thee, wagon. Anything else here? Have I been here? Is this where he came from? I don't think so. So there's loot. This is where we were trying to get across when the bridge collapsed, right? I think so. Yep, this is where we're trying to get across. The game is fighting me hard, so it doesn't want me to go that way. I will respect that. Ooh, did the demon just form here? No, so it's not like every time the rift blasts like it's green meteor things. It's not like every single time that happens demons spawn. Sometimes it must just be fire discharge, a fiery post-Chipotle discharge. Right, we are running. Our hat looks a little bit big on us, but that's okay. Did we explore this area? We did not. There's loot here. Treasure. gold, and elf fruit. Elf fruit I remember from prior Dragon Ages as a low-level herb. Gathering resources. Press the waffle to view. Gather herbs and metals out in the wild and use them to craft upgrades to your gear and potions. Explore and find as many varieties as you can. So I just found a thing, right? Is there a codex entry for it? There is. Oh my god, there's codexes for literally everything. I love it. The army is okay. Elf fruit. There's not that many. There's only 16? That's unexpected. That's smaller than I expected. How do I go down? How do I go down in the most useful for what? How do I... what am I doing wrong here? How do I... I'm pressing all the buttons. Open journal entry? Is this... Am I not opening the journal entry? Why can't I... Okay, actual real question. How do I scroll down in the codex? Because I feel like I'm missing something there. Why is open journal... Oh, okay. Maybe this is something I can't do yet? That seems weird. Does that? Nope, that takes a screenshot. That's not it. Options? No. Right, left? No, no. What the hell? Elf, whatever. I'll read as much as I can, I guess. Elf fruit was first used by the elves of Arlathan, hence the name. The root gave them their medicines particular efficacy. So when the Imperium conquered the elves, the Magisters adopted its use, and its popularity spread to all corners of the Empire. The Imperium I remember. The Imperium I remember is the Deventer Imperium, and I remember they were slavers and mages and blood mages, and they're like pretty gross. I remember I thought something kept them really interesting is that we never saw their home. We only saw like Deventer mages like coming to Kirkwall or coming abroad, but we never actually went to their home. It's Final Fantasy XIV does that same thing pretty well, where like you hear about the Empire and you see their colonies, but you never see like the home world. Elf fruit is a hardy plant with large green leaves that grows wild in many places. It's so common that it tends to show up in most gardens and fields, almost like a weed. Unlike a weed, however, most people appreciate having access to the wonderful little plant. The roots can be used with very little preparation. Rubbing some of the juice on a wound, for example, will speed up healing and numb pain. And chewing on a slice of root treats minor ailments like indigestion, flatulence, and hoarse throats. There's several varieties, but the most useful I have no idea because I can't scroll down. That's so weird. I'm gonna try this again. Can I? Is that for everything that I can't scroll down? I guess. Whatever. Whatever. I'm sure I'm just like missing a button or not pushing a button correctly. Jump, 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 jump. Jump, 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 jump. Will I find more root?
They're falling from the breach.
Oh. Okay. Let's go stop them falling from the breach. Oh, there's some things. So I think as a general principle is it's good to hit the ranged guys first. If I can. So now I see a yellow marker above some of their heads. I don't know what that means. Maybe it just means I can target them? So my taunt is on cooldown now. Oh, it's on the map. I even see it. If that's loot, yep. Okay, so the mini map is going to be useful there too. X. Okay. Yoink some iron. That's good. Yeah, let's do it. Let's run in head first. Oh, oops, that's the wrong thing. How do I get out of this? Oh. R1? No, Okay, so R3 locks on, it looks like. Okay. So, square is the revenge button, is the button that does more damage when orcs are near. It does, when is it doing more damage? It does more damage when like I'd just taken damage, right? So it's like a revenge type ability. Did I miss anything back here? And the middle one like weakens the other enemies and taunts them. So that's a good ability as I run in. I know there's probably not much here, but I figure the game gives me this much room. They must be hiding stuff over here. Like, they didn't have to give me this much room. Oh yeah, there we go. That's the stuff. 58 gold. Anything up there? Elf fruit. Yeah. I'm collecting stuff. So now we're going to try to hook up and around to the right. The sonar is really nice because I was about to check if there's something just on the other side there, but it would show up on my sonar if there were. Okay, so we're getting closer to the rift.
We're getting close to the rift.
Oh, yep.
You can hear the fighting.
Who's fighting?
You'll see soon. We must help them.
Ah, pet peeve of mine. Just tell me who the fighting is. Don't say we'll see soon. Say it's the Inquisitors, or it's what's his name? Chesty Dwarferson. Can I attack this? No, I can't. Okay, so let's see who's fighting. How about instead you fight me? Oh, there he is. Varric, right?
What did you do?
I did nothing. The credit is yours.
Oh, you just held up. So I can help. I don't think she's that needy. Give me the mark.
You mean this?
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the rifts that have opened in the breach's wake.
Indeed, did you theorize that?
That was correct.
Meaning it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Good
I
to
am
know.
the chosen one.
Here I thought we'd be ass deep in demons.
I missed you. I don't even remember your name, but I missed you.
Varric Tethras.
Varric,
Rogue,
not Varys.
Storyteller. And occasionally, unwelcome tag along.
Always welcome. Well, maybe, I guess not always. I really don't want to ask this because I feel like, of course, he's not with the Chantry, but yeah, whatever.
Are you with the Chantry, or...
Was that a serious question?
Yeah, not really.
Technically, I'm a prisoner, just like you.
I brought you here to tell your story to the Divine. Clearly, that is no longer necessary.
Yet, here I am. Lucky for you, considering current events.
Yeah, I think my character's a fan of weapons. I think she likes weapons and armor and thinks he's got a cool
That's
crossbow.
a nice crossbow you have there.
Ah, isn't she? Bianca.
Great as a friggin' name. I love it. I
You
forgot.
named your crossbow Bianca.
Of course. And she'll be great company in the valley.
Absolutely not. Your help is appreciated, Varric, but
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
ugh,
Disgusted
My name
noise.
is Solas, if there are to be introductions.
Solas.
I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
You seem to know a great deal about it all.
Solas is an apostate, well versed in such matters.
Technically, all mages are now apostates, Cassandra. My travels have allowed me to learn much of the Fade, far beyond the experience of any circle mage.
Where's this?
I came to offer whatever help I can give with the breach. If it is not closed, we are all doomed regardless of origin.
Dragon Age origin. That's commendable when this is over.
And what will you do once this is over?
One hopes those in power remember who helped.
So I think she's going to be more friendly to elves specifically.
You should know, the magic involved here is unlike any I've seen. Your prisoner is no mage. Indeed, I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
So this isn't magic related
We
exactly.
must get
It's
to
something
the forward
different.
camp quickly.
The green fist is something different from
Well-
magic.
Bianca's excited.
This way.
All right, new codices. Got characters. So here I can go down. Here I can use the right analog stick to scroll down. Can I not do that under crafting materials? No, I can now. What the hell? I don't know. Whatever. Let me finish off Elfroot first. Okay. There's several varieties, but the most useful for herbalists are the bitter, gossamer, and royal elfroots. An excerpt from The Botanical Companion by Inez Arancia, botanist. Okay. Creatures. Did I miss anything before here? Yeah, okay, I did. All I could see was this far. These demons watch, they lurk, so hold on a second, my cat just jumped in front of the computer. No, buddy. Alright, so this is the shades. These are the ones that I'm trying to remember. The shade is I think the shade is just the thing that looked like it had a hood on or something, not the green wisp, but I could be mistaken. Alright, these demons, the shades, they lurk, they watch, they lurk, they envy. In time, such a demon will learn to drain energy from the psyche of those it encounters, just as it did in the Fade. Once it has drained enough, it has the power to manifest, and will forever be known after be known as a shade. Such a creature spurns possession, and instead floats as a shadow across its piece of land, preying upon the psyche of any who cross its path. Perhaps it believes itself still in the Fade. There's evidence to believe so. So these are not super powerful. I mean, they're confused. They're not like hatching plots and stuff, I don't think. And then there's the Wraith. Characters. Alright, so we just need 2 characters. Cassandra is not one of those characters. Looking for the yellow dot. Here we are. Solas. Oh, that's so cool. So you got like mystic circles, fire in one hand. There's a moon, the sun, wind. Cassandra. I understand our first order of business must be to investigate this bizarre breach in the sky and protect people from the demons descending. While my search continues, I wish to draw your attention to a new arrival at our camp, an elven apostate calling himself Solas. So I do remember apostates as being the ones who left the circle of mages and were operating in the wild, like, what's her name? The Witch of the Wild who didn't wear much clothes. What's her name? She was an apostate, maybe? Or was she something different because she was never in? Maybe to be an apostate you have to have once been in the circle and left. I don't know. I don't think so. Solas entered the camp voluntarily, surrendering his staff to Chantry forces without protest. He is not Dalish, and says that he has never been part of the circle, and claiming instead to have studied magic peacefully on his own, particularly magic tied to the Fade. While I suspect you will be reluctant to accept help on an apostate, Solas did come to us freely. Witnesses saw him in a nearby village at the time of the blast, so he was likely not responsible for what happened at the Conclave. However, he has described the effects of the breach in enough detail to convince me that he knows more about the Fade than anyone else present. Solas has requested permission to study the lone survivor in one of the smaller rifts, in hopes of finding a way to seal the breach. I don't know if I trust Solas yet. I mean, I guess if I don't know if I trust him, I guess the answer is I don't trust him yet. But I don't flat out distrust. I don't think he's lying and sketchy, but I'm not convinced he's totally on the level, I guess. Or doesn't have his own thing going on. I mean, he never had interaction with any of this. He was not like a circle member. He seems like he was kind of a witch of the wild in his own way. Solas has requested permission to study. Okay. He has correctly guessed that it is growing and believes it will destroy the entire world unless we find a way to stop it. Unless you object, I will allow him his studies under proper observation, of course. Liliana. Okay. And Varric Tethris. Look at that beautiful chest. And what's that below? That's like an iron dwarven belt or crest. It looks very dwarven because he's a dwarf, but there's power in stories. That's all history is. The best tales. The ones that last might as well be mine. Varric Tethris. I imagine him sort of as a Bronn type character. Bronn from Game of Thrones. He has sort of a similar feel to me. Varric Tethris of the Dwarven Merchants Guild of Kirkwall is famous or infamous for two things: his books and his association with the Champion of Kirkwall, so the protagonist of Dragon Age 2. After the Templars and Circles broke away from the Chantry, Divine Justini V sent her agents to Kirkwall, where the roots of the war began, in search of answers. The Champion had long since disappeared, but Varric had written a book on his friend's involvement in the destruction of the Kirkwall Chantry, and the left and right hands of the Divine located him with surprising ease. They captured and interrogated him. They then brought him to the Conclave to give his testimony to the Divine in person, but fate decreed he would never meet her, because everything blew up before that. Okay. I especially remember that. I remember Varric very fondly from that really, really funny opening to Dragon Age 2, where like you play as a character that's, I don't know, slaying dragons and stuff. I don't even remember. And like she just calls him on this bullshit. He's just telling lies. Let's see. What time is it?
Down the bank. The road ahead is blocked.
We must move quickly.
Where are we moving? I can check where I'm moving. No, that's the wrong button. Quest map. Okay, so we're continuing that way. But we are not continuing that way this session. I'm going to call it for now. Wait, am I going to call it for now? 38, 48, 58, oh wait. 18, 28. Yeah, we can go on another 5 minutes or so. Let's mosey on down the road. Why not? X to jump over obstacles. Good. Okay. What's the button for not jumping over obstacles? Let me explore this area a little bit more. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, nothing here. Can I jump up here? Can I climb this thing? I don't think so. All these others are like, what the hell are you doing, dude? So that's the area we want to go to eventually, but let's check this out first. Loot, see? 59 gil, 59 gold. This is not Final Fantasy. Boop, boop. Yeah, let's move on. So what's this symbol? The sun. I don't think that this is this the Chantry symbol, maybe? Maybe the Chantry is the sun, because I know the Maker is very sunny, sun-related. Like sun adjacent. Is this death? Yeah, that's death. Loot. Figurine of Mafarath the Betrayer. Oh, I'll take all of this. Take all. Inventory. Crafting, elfruit and iron. Okay. Valuables. Mercenary coat. That's valuable, I guess. Anything's valuable if you look at it right. Figurine of Mafarath the Betrayer. I can't examine this? I can't look at the figurine of Mafarath the Betrayer? Ooh, the mist moves with me. Okay, I guess I can't. Control other party members, press. Oh, look at that. Part of the reason I'm glad I got a sword and shield character on my roll, as I'm thinking about it, is that I like playing as my character, and I think I'm more likely, like, if I were playing as Varric, I'd feel, if this were my character, I'd feel I wouldn't want to be the first one to jump into the fray, and so I'm glad that I can be this character. I can be Alara, or whatever my character's name is. I don't really remember. Oh, I thought you were new people.
Glad you brought me now, Seeker.
So what are the things... Okay, yeah, let's do this. Enter tactical camera mode, which helps you better evaluate nearby enemies and plan out your strategy. Tactical camera. While in tactical camera, use L to scan the battlefield, R3 to cycle through targets, switch control between your party members, and press X to issue orders to move to a specific spot or attack a specific enemy. Now, I'm going to try to not use this a whole lot. I'm going to try to use this when I need to use it, like when I'm having trouble with enemies, or when there's a really specific strategy I want to use. But in general, I'm going to try to set it up, my gambits, or whatever this game's version of gambits are, the tactics, so that things are okay. Like, I don't want to have to constantly be micromanaging, because it's not super, because it just slows things down a lot. R2 to advance time while in tactical camera mode. Oh, that's cool. Elite Greater Shade, Wraith. Okay. So I think I want to... Let me just do this. I don't want to mess around with this too much. Taunted and weakened. Oh, right, weakened is physical attack, so I don't really want to do that against that type of thing, right? There's a blue bar counting down against me. I don't know what that does. Means. Did we win? Did we do it? I think we did it. Okay. Yeah, they mostly kind of did their own thing. That seems fine. I do vaguely remember stopping one of my prior sessions from my first playthrough at a house like this, maybe this exact house. So I might make history repeat itself and check this house out and stop here then. Yeah, let's go in here. Anything exciting in here? Bunk beds. Bunk beds are cool. Okay, let's steal from whoever lives here. Sounds good. 55 gold. Let's take their most precious life savings. Silver bracelet. Maybe that silver bracelet was like a treasure from this person's like deceased child, and we're just taking it. Whatever. Let's do it. We have a sword. We can do what we want. Accessories. That's not an accessory? What is that then? A valuable? I guess, yeah. It's a valuable. I wonder why it's a puzzle piece. What that puzzle piece mark means. Anything else here? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, so with that, I'm going to call it here. Oh, there's loot. I missed the loot. Fennec fur. Like fox fur? Is that codex stuff? Tutorials. Status effects we saw. Oh, there's that. It was hard to see the star there. Yeah, the we've seen. So this will count as a crafting material, I'm guessing. Fennec fur. So that's under leather. It looks like a leather hide. Fennec fur. Yeah, I can't examine it again. I can move it to valuables. Can I? No, I did not mean to move that to valuables. I thought it would do it. How do I get this out of valuables? Unmarked for sale. Does that move it back to crafting materials? That's what valuables means then. Valuables is stuff that I'm supposed to sell. So mercenary code I must have accidentally marked for sale. Let's unmark it, because it's not a thing you sell. And these I can't unmark for sale because that's their only purpose. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so with that, for realsies this time, I will save. New save game. I usually try to get about 10 save games going before I start cycling back on them. And I will call it a day. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.